travels to Greece, the activity follows. They go to grandma's house, it follows. It's not the house. We treat it the same way as anything else, actually. Only said you're the haunted vehicle, per se, you know, whether something is attracted to you. And a house, an individual might be attracted there because of a person, you just don't realize it, or because they have familiarity with that house, or they were nearby, so it's familiar to them, so they gravitate towards it. With a person, we've actually done several cases where we found no connection to the land, property, or house, but the person who had a loved one who died, like those sisters I was talking about. Stuff attacked her everywhere she went. So the question I would raise, and I can't give you an answer right now, but the question I would start to ask is, well, where have you been that maybe contracted something? Could it have been a relative or a loved one or a friend or something else, a negative situation you've come across. Sometimes also, it may not be somebody you know. They're just attracted to your energy. I had a case with a young woman who was being harassed violently by a spirit. She was in several bad relationships. She was in several abusive relationships. And the strain continued to her now. She was attracting negative spirits that were abusing her. And so we had to deal with the psychology there, because there's a pattern for some people who get into abusive relationships. We had to deal with that because it was happening physically and it was also happening metaphysically. So those are some of the things that we would start to look into. I'm not saying any of those cases are yours. I'm just saying, like, we would start to question, instead of looking into deeds of the house, we would then be talking more about your life, looking for patterns. You know, have you ever been to a funeral home, an old folks home? Have you been, to any places that had any traumatic hauntings, and did the activity start around that time? So,
how about curses as well?
Curses definitely is something that we've looked into. So yeah, if we have some time, I'd love to maybe answer one or two of your questions afterwards. But yeah,
I have
curses
a lot.
Definitely.
I have a lot.
A lot of questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, curses definitely can be something. Yes, ma'am.